Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, Gray Pierce here, bringing you a brand new gameplay. So we're checking out This Book is a Dungeon, or This Dungeon is a Book. Kind of a weird game. I checked it out a little earlier, just to see kind of what the gameplay was. And I think it's something that I'd like to try that's different. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from the beginning again. So tick, tick, tick. Remember a time when you used to steal aching glances at the clock, praying for the strike of the merciful hour that had finally set you free. Temporarily released from the shackles of the tiresome workday, you'd eagerly rush home, shed your work clothes like a burdensome second skin, and flit off into the night to join friends for merriment and mischief. So the game is all based around doing this kind as words or little pieces like this turn blue. Those are actually options later on. So let's continue. Those days are gone. The shift came on slowly at first. Sharp pains, dizziness, restlessness, insomnia. But as even more unsettling changes tightened their grip within you, it became clear something was very wrong. Poked, prodded, examined, analyzed, a battery of tests, a gauntlet of medical pummeling and anxious uncertainty. And then the waiting. When the call finally came, you already knew the answer before the words rolled off the lips, rasping away on the other end of the line. Lost in an echo chamber, your mind parsed only snippets of the doctor's news, the ones that stung the most. It's terminal. A year left to live, maybe 2 at best. I'm so sorry. And then, you're alone. Now time is your enemy, siphoning away the last of you with every passing moment, draining the light, the color from your world, leaving an empty shell of aching hopelessness and dark anticipation in its wake. The clacking of keyboards, ringing of phones, and casual banter of clueless coworkers is a steady ache. It rakes at the frayed corners, pulls at the tattered edges of your weary mind. But the appointed hour has arrived. It dampens the din, if only for a short while. Tomorrow is another day. For them, at least. For you, possibly. You linger for just a minute longer, letting the eager parade filter through the exit. The last to leave, you close up, lock the door, and pull your overcoat tight around you. A spitting mist turns to a downpour well before you reach the dry sanctuary of the putrid subway entrance. The stairs are a descent into unpleasant smells and hustled near misses, as bustling crowds crush together to get to and from their mundane 9-to-5s. For a moment, you miss that simplicity of routine, the promise of continuance. Alright, I had a little bit of trouble there. Standing at the edge of the platform, you look down at the electrified tracks. Wind picks up in the tunnel, signaling the rapidly approaching train. Your mind wanders. You imagine what it'd be like to be caught on the tracks right as the train comes barreling through at 60 miles an hour. Dang, this game is dark. Death is a beacon, drawing you ever closer. It swirls and dances on the sparkling steel girders below. It teases and taunts, only inches away. Come to me, whispers the siren call. It's not yet time. You take a few steps back from the yellow line. 20 minutes feels like an eternity in the packed subway car. Damp, sweaty, exhaustion and regret mixed with promise and delusion. A wagon full of cattle. Oblivious, tuned out, numb. Stop by stop, the opening and closing of the door thins the herd. It's a welcome culling, a shifting of space, a loosening of knots. Soon you're the last, and you can breathe easy again, but you still scan the car with a quick glance out of habit, one last time to make sure you're truly alone. Except you're not quite alone. There's a small leather satchel sitting on an empty seat in the far corner of the car. You glance around again, not trusting your weary eyes. There's still not a living soul save your own. The handrail is sticky with grime from the clutch of 1,000 dirty fingers. Filthy. Ugh. You wince at its touch, but it offers stability as you work your way to the other end of the car towards the orphan satchel. Where did its owner go? The bag is weathered and worn. Some tired soul will no doubt be missing its contents, you gather. A high-pitched whine pierces the air as the car rocks and rattles. The lights flicker. 32nd Street. It's your stop. Time to go. We're gonna take it. Take the bag. You instinctively reach out and swipe the bag, figuring it's better off in your hands than left to wander the dark tunnels inside a giant metal beast alone. Thick, stale underground air turns cool and damp as you emerge from the city's high-speed intestines and hit the noisy streets above. 340 steps later, you're at the door of your second-story apartment, fumbling the keys, muttering under your breath. The lock finally gives way. Peeling off your soaked coat, you drop everything on the table, kick off your shoes, and check your answering machine. You have no new messages. No surprises there. Ignoring the pile of unwashed dishes at the empty fridge, you sidle back to the table and remember the bag. Inside the bag, you find an old book. Look at that. The book is aged and weathered. Its cover is adorned with an ominous skeletal being that looks half human, half serpent, and the title is written in a language you don't have the tongue to decipher. So we're going to open the book. Unlocking the old book, you open the cover and flip through the dusty pages. The book appears to be blank. How odd. Let's go to the first. The frail pages seem brittle to the touch, as if they're in danger of crumbling into nothingness. Let your fingers resonate with yet your fingers resonate with an unknown energy. Flip to the last one. You turn to the last page. Nothing. Alright, random. You flip to a random page and find nothing. Are your eyes playing tricks on you? Or did you see the faint glimmer of words fading from view just now? We'll flip to another. Flipping through the pages, a faint flicker of ink catches your eye. You flip back several pages to try and find it. After much searching, you uncover a page that sports a faint drawing of a keyhole, sketched in pencil. You instinctively reach out a finger and trace it over the drawing. A sudden sharp pain, a paper cut, spurs you to pull your hand away quickly. Looking down, you notice the keyhole sketch has changed into a fanged serpent. Spots of your blood dot the page. The room swims. You feel faint and disoriented. Your vision goes blank as you hit the floor. A sharp impact slams your temple, jolting your synapses. Oh, geez, that was a fast one. Alright. It sends a raw white heat burning through your consciousness. Then, empty space. You fall through the black void, erasing the past, erasing the future, only the present. Dang. What is happening? Where am I? Who am I? What is this darkness eating away inside me? And then, a light. Click on the light. Yeah, look at that. So this is a little map. I noticed this earlier. As we go through dungeons, this actually shows the map, and it gives like directions and stuff. You awaken in a small chamber, illuminated by the light of a single flickering torch resting in a sconce at the far wall. The sharp throb pulsing behind your eyes fades quickly, but an unpleasant chill is creeping in. You notice words scratched in the stone floor. Ooh. At this distance, the torchlight is too dim to make out what they say. You grab the torch from the wall sconce and take comfort in the subtle warmth it breathes across your face. You can now get a better look at your surroundings. Holding the torch closer to the floor, you can clearly see the inscription carved there. It reads, Chapter 1, Why the Walls Bleed. Whoa. A heavy wooden door to the south appears to be the only way in or out of this pit. Let's hit the door. The door creaks and shudders open as you strain against its weight. You find yourself in a larger stone room that's cavernous and empty. Alright. The echoing sound of water droplets comes from a passage to the west. You catch a whiff of something familiar, something out of place. Is that citrus? You also notice another passageway to the east, as well as the door you just came through. So we were just in this room, took the door, we're in this room right here. So we have a little compass up here too, so then we can at least go which direction we want to go. We're gonna go this way to this room to the west. There we go. I had to think for a second there. The narrow corridor opens into a dead-end room that reeks of overripened fruit. You're blasted with a sweet, pungent odor, which nearly overpowers you. Looking around, you notice a viscous reddish substance draining out of several large round holes in the walls. This mysterious fluid drips down in a slow, syrupy cascade, collecting in stone basins carved along the base of the wall. The only exit is through the passage you just came in to the east. So let's go back, and we'll go to the east. Okay, pushing further into the unknown depths, your eyes play tricks in the torchlight. What lurks in the darkness ahead, skittering away just beyond the glow of your torch. As you round the corner, you notice a small alcove in the passageway here. The corridor continues to the east. The northern passage leads around the corner back to the west. Alright, so we're going to look at the crack, or alcove. There's a large crack in the wall of the alcove. It's not big enough for you to squeeze through. Who knows what could be in there? Reach into the hole? I kind of want to, yeah. Whoa! You reach into the hole and immediately recoil as a teeming mass of stinging, biting insects swarm up your arm. It takes a minute to fling them off. Whoa, jeez. Pushing further into the unknown depths, your eyes play tricks in the torchlight. Let's see. As you round the corner... Okay, we already did the alcove, so we'll do the east. The passage extends to the west and the north. So we're going to go to the north. I think that actually changed. I had already gotten up to like here, so all the way through this. But I didn't notice like the last time when I reached into the alcove, it pulled a lever and released some like creepy creature out the wall, like up ahead. It was kind of freaky. And I almost died. Alright, so a pile of bones and skulls lay scattered across a large stone slab in the center of this chamber. Along the far wall, a series of sharp hooks sting from the ceiling by chains. It's clear that much suffering befell the poor souls who met their fate in this place. Smears of their dried blood, now darkened with time and decay, paint a macabre scene. A passageway extends to the west. The southern door opens into a long hallway. So I think the west is this one, and then the door is that one right there. So we're going to look at the hooks. Imagine what it might feel like being strung up with one of these rusty things hooked into your guts, waiting to be eaten alive. Then you banish the thought from your mind. Woo! And we'll look at the pile of bones. The bones have been picked clean and show markings of being gnawed on. You notice 2 human skulls amidst the remains. Bones. Feeling compelled to sift through someone else's remains, you poke around the bone heap. Found an old rusty knife. Cool. Okay. And then there's also... there we go. Searching through the remains, you disturb one of the human skulls, which rolls off the stone slab and clatters to the floor. Beneath it, you find a scrap of paper. The aged parchment is faded and covered in drops of long dried blood. It reads, "This awful place. What have I done? What have I become? Please forgive me." Ooh. Alright, so we're going to go to the west. The floor has collapsed in the hallway ahead, which is flooded with stagnant, murky water. On the opposite side lies an ornate door. You peer into its depths and wonder what might lie in waiting just beneath the shimmering surface. Chunks of rubble are crumbling off the side of the wall by the edge of the walkway. Kind of want to see what the rubble does. You pick up a fist-sized chunk of rubble and hurl it into the water. It splashes, then sinks. The water surface comes splashing to life as something makes quick work of the rubble. Woo! You quickly skirt around the edges of the watery corridor while the unknown beast is distracted. Yes. So beyond the ornate door, you enter a nicer room. The stone is more chiseled and refined. Red tapestries hang on the wall. The decor is a comforting upgrade from the dank, crumbling corridors you just crawled out of. 4 tall display cases are positioned around the fancy chamber. You also see a stairway leading to a door in the north, right there. A smaller closet door to the east. And then the passage we just came through. So let's look at the display cases. At a cursory glance, the towering display cases appear to be filled with a greenish fluid. There's also something else inside them too. Ooh. Display number 1. Preserved within the green fluid is a desiccated corpse that looks like it might once have been human. It's missing both arms. The body's one remaining leg is tethered by a chain lashed to the base of the display. The mouth has been crudely sewn shut. and a cluster of worm-like creatures are floating out from gaps in the stitching. That's really creepy. Let's see what number 2 is. You find a wolf-like creature hanging upside down in the green fluid. Its poorly stitched stomach cavity has burst open inside the display. Woo, man. With ropes of long stringy worms floating out from it alongside its entrails. Ugh. Looking more closely at the gruesome display, you notice the creature's eye twitch and blink. Oof, man, that's creepy. 3. 2 severed human torsos have been stitched together in a gory mirror image at the waist. Ropey clusters of worms are spilling out from the seam. Huh. Kind of creepy. And this one is empty, drained of its fluid and lacking a grisly companion within. Alright, so we're going to do the north. Hey, look at that. Weird bird creature. You walk up the small stairs, open the door, and enter a sitting chamber. The clanking of chains draws you further into the room. Bound to a throne resting at the far wall of the chamber, you find a creature with the body of a man and the head of a bird. It looks off into the distance, unblinking. There's also a large door to the west, and the door you entered in, to the south. I don't think we can... yeah. So, the door is decorated with scratch marks and dry blood stains. It's locked. Okay, so let's talk to the creature. As you step closer, the creature speaks with a slow, raspy cadence. Ah! I feel a presence! What is it? What is it? Oh! What could it want with me? Little me shackled away in these filthy metal irons. Filthy little irons to hold my flesh and bone. It is a strange thing indeed. So very strange and fleshy it is. It reeks of otherworld, doesn't it? Little me wonders why it stands there, poised with some unknown purpose. The thump, thump, thump of its heart beats a hair faster now, doesn't it? Like the tap, tap, tap of ticking time. What manner of fluid flows beneath its skin, wonders little me? Ah! Its breath is tinged with wicked curiosity. What, oh what could it want with little me then? Does it seek to put the sharpness to my flesh and spill my essence to the floor? Does it take my shiny? Does it feed me the delicious sweet nectar I crave and miss it so dearly? Or perhaps it has something else in mind for little me. Alright, bird. Creepy bird. But, I think we need to do the shiny. It does! It does come for my shiny! You tug the necklace free from the bird creature's neck. Now it searches for my sweetness, the creature mutters. Alright, so we got a closet key. So, we're going to go to the south, and then to the closet. Yay! You unlock the door and creep into the large closet, which appears to be home to many strange vials and instruments of some dark alchemy. You rummage around the detritus and find a small wooden bowl. We got a bowl! Yay! Alright, so now we gotta go... So we gotta go to the south. Okay. You navigate the watery passage with haste, making it to the other end safely. We're gonna go to the southeast. We don't need to look at that stuff again, so we'll go through the door. West. And then west. And then western passage. Alright, now we can do this. This must be the substance the strange creature is thirsting for. You have a bowl to collect the red liquid with. Awesome. Moving close to the pungent ooze cascade, you carefully position the ornate wooden bowl beneath one of the streams and manage to collect a generous amount of the sticky red goo. An unsettling cackle echoes through the dungeon, far off from the east. Alright, the sticky, sweet-smelling substance you've gathered rolls around in the bowl. What is this stuff? Your stomach growls. It feels like ages since you've had anything to eat or drink. That doesn't sound like a good idea. So we're gonna stow it. Alright, but the video, just so that the video isn't too long, because this is a decently long dungeon, we're gonna end it there for now, and we'll pick up next episode. Probably next Monday. This is just, I'm a little tired of playing Forza at the moment, so we're just gonna set it to the side. We know kind of know where we're leaving off, and we're gonna play this game for a little while. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and a comment, And if you'd like to keep up to date with the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Gray Pierce, signing off.